My name is Iman Abud. I'm the president of the African Court. My country of origin is Tanzania. Together with me, my delegation, I would just ask them for
My name is Modibo Sako. I'm from Mali. I'm the vice president of the court.
Your Excellency, my name is Anita Nigeria. I'm a Tanzanian. I'm the special president.
Good afternoon, Honorable Speaker. My name is Moisa John Carter. I'm originally from Malawi. I'm a principal legal officer in the Registry of the African Court.
Well, we are from the Human Rights Commission, Independent National Commission on Human Rights, so we're working along with the team.
I'm from the Ministry of Justice, Human Rights Protection Commission.
My name is Tamundiri Sino. I'm the protocol officer of the African Court in Tanzania.
Good afternoon. My name is Tibilio Kansiranga. I am from Malawi and I'm head of communications unit for the African Court. Thank you.
Okay, Madam President, again, welcome to Liberia. Only a very important mission of familiarizing ourselves and constituents to the workings of the court, which you have. We are available to have an exchange of ideas. We're at your disposal while you're in Liberia. Feel free to ask us any questions, any inquiries of us. And we are willing to and prepared to listen to what you have to offer.
Thank you very much, Honorable Koffa, Speaker of the House of Representatives, and your delegation here. On my own behalf and on behalf of the African Court on Human and People's Rights, I would like to sincerely thank you, Honorable Speaker, for accepting our request for a Catholic visit and putting us time for this briefing today. I will take this opportunity to talk briefly about the establishment of the African Court on Human and People's Rights. All trace the establishment of the court, and the African Court on Human and People's Rights is established by virtue of Article 1 of the Protocol of the African Charter on Human and People's Rights on the establishment of the African Court on Human and People's Rights, which we normally term it as the protocol or the court protocol. The protocol was adopted in June 1988 in Ouagadougou, Burkina Faso, and entered into force on 25th January 2004. The African Court is a continental court with the mandate to enhance the judicial protection of human and people's rights in Africa. Furthermore, pursuant to Article 2 of the same court protocol, the court complements the work of the African Commission on Human and People's Rights. It complements on its protective mandate, because as you know, the Commission has two mandates: protection and promotion of human rights in Africa. The court was operationalized in July 2006 and has its temporary seat. It has now permanent seat in Arusha, Tanzania. Before that, it had its temporary seat in Addis Ababa until when it moved to Arusha, Tanzania, with its permanent seat. To date, the court has 34 out of 55 member states. Only 34 member states have ratified the protocol establishing the court. And I must take this opportunity to say, or to point out, that the Republic of Liberia is yet to ratify the protocol, even though it signed the protocol in 1998. under Article 34, Sub 6 of the protocol, at the time of ratification or after ratification, member state or state party has to deposit a separate declaration. That's just to show the acceptance of the court and allow individuals and NGOs of that particular member state to direct access the service of the African court. Currently, only 8 out of 34 member states which have ratified the protocol have deposited the declaration. And these 8 member states I can mention is Burkina Faso, Mali, the Gambia, Ghana, Guinea-Bissau, Malawi, Niger, and Tunisia. The court has 2 jurisdictions. The court exercises 2 types of jurisdiction, that being contentious and advisory jurisdiction. In its contentious jurisdiction, it extends to all cases which have been submitted before the court concerning interpretation and application of the African Charter, the protocol establishing the court, or any other international instrument which is relevant to human rights and the member state concerned has ratified as the party to. In the exercise of its advisory jurisdiction, the court provides advisory opinion on any legal matter relating to the Charter or any legal relevant human rights instrument, provided that the subject matter is not related to matter being examined by the African Commission of Human and People's Rights. Our court is composed of 11 judges who are nationals of member states of the African Union, which have ratified the protocol. And upon nomination by their respective states, the judges of the court are elected in their individual capacities. And the judges are elected for a term of 6 years, renewable ones, and not necessarily to be served consecutively. They elect among themselves the president of the court as well as the vice president, who are supposed to serve for 2 years term, renewable ones. And according to our rules, we have taken into consideration the issue of gender parity, where the president is a female judge, the vice president has to be a male judge, and vice versa. That's why you can see I'm here as a president and my colleague as the vice president. The president of the court resides and works full-time at the seat of the court, while other 10 judges, they work on a part-time basis. They just come during the session. And the court holds 4 ordinary sessions per annum, and or holds extraordinary session where it is necessary and where the resources allows to do so. The sessions are usually held at the seat of the court, that means in Arusha, Tanzania, but can also be held in any other member states of the African Union when that member state is ready to host the court for that particular session. And we are looking forward to be hosted by Liberia anytime soon. Statistics on the cases before the court. To date, the court has received 344 cases in contentious matters and 15 in a request for advisory opinion. It has delivered over 406 decisions, including 237 judgments, 15 rulings and advisory opinion, and 154 orders, which according to our rules, they are all termed as court decisions. We have 130 cases pending before the court to date. Despite all the successes since the Mali Court was established, which is 17 years now, we have major challenges which we are facing. And those several challenges, of course, we are facing during in the course of our work, and they include low rate of ratification of the protocol, as I've said. Out of 55, only 34 member states of the AU have ratified the protocol. And restricted access to the court by individuals and non-governmental organizations, as I said earlier, that we only have 8 member states of the African Union which have allowed individuals and NGOs to access directly the service of the African court. And this we consider that it is a big challenge for the court because it doesn't reflect the objective of establishing that court, which was to serve all Africans and not just few Africans from different member states. Another challenge is lack of awareness of the court among African citizens. The court remains largely unknown across Africa, and that's why, Honorable Speaker, in our sensitization visits, we have planned also to have some seminar with civil society, other stakeholders like academia, and any other stakeholders from different institutions who will attend, just to create awareness of the existence of this court. Another challenge is low rate of compliance or non-compliance with court's decision. That has been another challenge. We have been making some decisions which the state concerns, they don't comply with it. And legally, I'm sure some of you, maybe you are lawyers, there's no, if you make a decision as a court and then the one who is supposed to benefit out of that, the fruit of that decision is not benefiting, it's as if you haven't made a decision. So this is a very big challenge for us. Another challenge is an adequate human and financial resource. And on this point, I would urge and request Honorable Speaker and your House of Representatives to be one of our ambassadors to urge the Republic of Liberia to support the court on this area, especially on financial during our budget. Honorable Speaker, on the role of the House of Representatives of the Republic of Liberia versus the African Court, I would say that the House of Representatives has a central role in ensuring that all authorities, whether public or private, respect the Constitution, and that the state complies with the obligation, its primary obligation under international human rights treaties that it has ratified. In this regard, the House of Representatives shares a common purpose with the African Court on human and people's rights, that is the protection of human rights. The Republic of Liberia has not yet ratified the protocol, as I say. As a consequence thereof, it has not deposited the declaration. The result is that Liberian nations and individuals, non-governmental organizations cannot file their cases direct to the court. As I say, that doesn't sound well, because it defeats the purpose of establishing the court, the African court. Great.